Hi there, I'm Katie Kazire, your book lady with Usborne Books More, and I want to show you my family's absolute favorite books over the last 3.5 years and more with Usborne Books More. To get started, I love these books, You Choose and You Choose in Space, because they help your children work on speech, storytelling, imagination, and they're great for pre-readers because they don't have to be able to read anything to enjoy them. You can see that there's going to be a prompt on each page. If you could go anywhere, where would you go? And then they get to choose something. And I love that every time I read this book, it's different and it's exciting and it's fun, and I get to learn a little bit about my kids and what they're interested in right now. The You Choose in Space is just another fun twist on the traditional You Choose, but you can't go wrong, and I love all of the silly things that they've added in this book. If you're interested in silly picture books, everything by Emma Yarla is our absolute favorite right now. Beast Feast, she's the author of Nibbles. If you haven't heard of Nibbles, it's right up here. Beast Feast is so much fun. It's about a beast who finds dinner, and he takes dinner back to his house, and he starts inviting his friends with these hilarious messages, and they start sending back their replies. These are really fun if you like to use silly voices, and if you don't, this is a great time to bust them out. Dearest Beast, I would love to attend your darling feast. I'm always hungry, and your dinner sounds extra tasty. I can't wait. Then he talks about the things that he would like. I wonder, would you mind fattening dinner up a tad? I love my food juicy and plump, just like me. I'm particularly fond of chewy, chubby fingers. So I love all of these fun things. Each of his monster friends has something more ridiculous that they're requesting. Madame Gargoyle would like it more salty, and she sends her toenail clippings as an affectionate addition to the letter. And each time, Beast and Dinner have to make up a fun thing that they can do to make themselves more salty or slimy, and Beast and Dinner develop this little friendship. So it's a really, really fun book. It's very silly, and it gives you an opportunity to use all of those fun voices. We love it. If you're not familiar with the Shine a Light books, these ones are absolutely fantastic, and I love the Wonders of Our World and Wonders of the USA to introduce your kiddos to geography. I'm going to show you a peek into the Wonders of Our World and how it works. One thing that I love about this is it shows them different parts of the world in a very approachable way. This is Machu Picchu, and you can shine the light behind the page. Let's see if you guys can see. I've got like my blinker on here, but you can see Machu Picchu behind the pages. It's really cool. If you don't have a flashlight, you can just use your phone, or you can even hold it up to a window and it will show behind what's behind there. So it's really, really cool, and I love that it's a really approachable way to talk about geography with little kids. If you're looking for another fun picture book, The Prince, the Witch, the Thief, and the Bears is fantastic. It's about a bedtime story that's being told by a boy and his father, and they kind of go back and forth and interject different things as they go. And you can see the dad is starting to tell this like pretty normal fairy tale, and the boy is like, wait, what? How does that go? How does this happen? And so the dad has to add even more details to make it make sense. And it's just really silly and fun. And they end up meeting up with this witch, and they're in Castle Broccoli. Ugh, so disgusting. My kids love it, and it's just one of those hilarious books that you're going to read again and again and again. If you like flat books, one of our absolutely favorite books from Usborne Books More is See Inside Your Body. This is the book that sealed the deal for me. When I first saw this book, I fell in love. I love all of the different flaps, as well as just all of the little bite-sized chunks of information that make it my boy's favorite book. This page is really cool because it breaks down each part of the body in a really approachable way for little guys. And you can really talk about as much detail as you'd like. You can just read it without opening the flaps. You can open every single flap. You can say, today we're going to learn about muscles or bones, and it breaks it up for you in a very easy way. So I love that as a parent, knowing that I can open up a book and it has all the information for me and I don't have to make up the answer. This one is one of the newer books, Bugs and Butterflies, and we love it because of these vibrant pictures. And then we did that Raise a Butterfly kit from Insect Lore, and I love that it had the whole butterfly life cycle in here for us to follow along with. And my boys just love going outside and hunting for bugs, so this one has been a big hit. If you have older kiddos, we read Polly and Buster together as a family, and it's one of our favorite series. This is about a witch and a monster, and they're best friends in a time when witches and monsters are just not supposed to be friends. So there's lots of underlying issues here with friendship and decision-making and coming into your own and doing the right thing, even when it's hard. So I love that as well. We just started reading aloud the illustrated originals, and my boys are 4 and 7, and they were captivated by The Wizard of Oz. I just want to show you a couple of the beautiful illustrations. It does have a few illustrations throughout, as you can see, and then there are some full-page illustrations as well. One thing that I love is that they're very bright and playful, and just when my 4-year-old was starting to get bored, there would be another beautiful illustration that would pop up. So these are unabridged, so it's the original language, and then I love in the very back it talks about the original book and the author. So I got to tell them, you know, we just read a book that's 120 years old, and these are some of the original illustrations in the book, which is really, really fun for me. If you have younger readers, my #1 favorite books for little guys, I love that That's Not My Books. Ours are well loved. They have been read over and over and over again, and we love the textures, the repetition, the little mouse to find throughout. These ones are wonderful if you have kiddos or a new baby and a child that wants to read to the new baby. There's so much repetition in here that they can memorize that really quickly and be able to read it to them. It's one of the sweetest things. And then Animal Hide and Seek, you can see, again, our copies are well loved and well read. My boys read this one every single day for like 3 years. It was one of our absolute favorite books, and it's held up very well. These flaps are inlaid into the pages, which I really love. And so they're not just sitting on top. They have textures on every page. You're working on counting animals, so you can talk about animal sounds, which is like one of my favorite things with little guys. So those are just some of our favorite books. We have so many, but I hope that you found some that your family can enjoy.